Appreciate what you have. Do not direct your mind to things you don't possess as if they were yours, but count the blessings you actually have and think how much you would desire them if they weren't yours. Be careful not to let yourself become so attached to them that you feel restless if you lose them. In difficult times, reminding ourselves of what we already have can be extremely helpful. It's easy to forget how fortunate we are and how life has been kind to us. Gratitude can serve as a powerful tool in managing adversity. Even when facing challenges, Marcus Aurelius encourages us to appreciate what we have. Material possessions don't really matter. Don't hoard them. Be grateful for everything you possess. Be cautious not to become too attached to these things. Why should we care about what others have? You are in control of deciding what truly matters to you and what doesn't. Focus on yourself. Recognize how life has been generous to you. You don't need more, you actually need less. And by doing so, you will find more freedom. The more you possess, the more there is to lose. Be thankful for what you already have. Cherish those things, and make the most of what you've been given. Epictetus offered this divine law. So what is the divine law? Focus on what belongs to you. Don't crave what belongs to others, and use what has been given to you. And when these things are taken away, be ready to let them go, knowing that you were fortunate to possess them for as long as you did. Don't desire what you don't have. Instead, appreciate what you currently possess. Always be ready to give back what was granted to you, and be grateful for the time you had those things. The law is simple. Always remember this. Seneca echoed this idea. The greatest blessings of humanity are within us. A wise person is content with whatever they have, regardless of what that may be, and does not long for what they don't possess. Always maintain this attitude of gratitude for everything we have now and everything we will have in the future. An effective way to practice gratitude is to keep a daily list of things you are grateful for. This can be part of your morning routine as you reflect on Marcus's words. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. But remember, don't cling to those things. They are borrowed from nature, and they can be taken away in an instant. Why we must learn to let go. It's important not only to appreciate what we have, but to learn how to let go when necessary. Nothing in life is truly permanent. Everything, including our relationships, health, and possessions, is only temporarily ours. This idea might sound unsettling at first, but in fact, it's a freeing realization. When we accept that things are impermanent, we no longer cling to them out of fear of losing them. This way, we can enjoy and appreciate what we have in a much deeper and more fulfilling way. Instead of constantly worrying about losing our possessions or our status, we can find joy in the present moment. A practical way to implement this mindset is through what the Stoics call negative visualization. This practice encourages you to imagine losing the things you value most. How would your life change if you lost your job, your house, or even a close relationship? By doing this exercise, you prepare your mind for the possibility of change and loss, so that when life takes a turn, you can accept it with grace rather than despair. Seneca once said, "He is most powerful who has power over himself." In other words, true strength lies not in the things you possess, but in your ability to remain calm and composed when those things are taken away. Understanding the value of contentment. It's important to understand that contentment isn't about settling for less or giving up on your ambitions. It's about appreciating where you are while still working toward your goals. The key is to balance the drive to improve your life with the gratitude for what you already have. There's a famous story about a wealthy businessman who was constantly stressed about increasing his fortune. One day, he visited a fisherman who lived a simple life by the sea. The businessman asked, "Why don't you fish more to earn more money, so you can invest in a bigger boat, employ more people, and eventually become rich like me?" The fisherman replied, "And what would I do after that?" The businessman said, "Then you could retire, relax, and enjoy life." The fisherman smiled and said, "But I'm already enjoying life. I spend my days fishing, relaxing, and spending time with my family." This story illustrates an important truth. You don't need wealth or material success to be content. True happiness comes from within, and it's about making the most of what you have in the present moment. Appreciating the present moment. As the Stoics teach, life is fleeting. We don't know what the future holds, and the past is already gone. The only thing we truly have is the present moment. Learning to appreciate the present helps us stay grounded and prevents us from getting lost in worries about what we can't control. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, forget everything else. Keep hold of this alone and remember it. Each of us lives only now, this brief instant. The rest has already been lived or is impossible to see. We often spend so much time worrying about the future or regretting the past that we miss the beauty of the present moment. We forget to appreciate the simple joys of life, a good conversation, a quiet morning, or a moment of laughter with loved ones. Building a habit of gratitude. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a habit. And like any habit, it takes time and effort to build. One way to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. These can be small things like a delicious meal or a sunny day, or bigger things like your health or the support of a friend. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of life, rather than what's missing. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your overall happiness and well-being. Conclusion: gratitude and letting go. In conclusion, life is full of both blessings and challenges. While it's natural to want more and to strive for better things, we must not forget to appreciate what we already have. By practicing gratitude and learning to let go, we free ourselves from the constant pursuit of more and find peace in the present. The Stoic philosophy reminds us that true happiness doesn't come from external possessions or achievements, but from a calm and content mind. So take a moment to reflect on the good things in your life, and remember, everything is borrowed and the only constant is change.